Cancerians, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome, guys. My name is Michelle. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you so much and bless you for returning. If you guys are returning to the channel, I love you so much. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Absolutely. Check out your moon sign and rising sign video. There's all 12 videos every single week. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below, or just go to my my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. Cancer, especially for a specific group of you, which I will tell you, I will let you know which it is, but it's going to be in a very emotional, powerfully emotional week, or a powerfully emotional event that will happen, and I can give you the exact date of that as well. So just hold on for that information. Let's get into the cards in front of me. I love this. I really do. I really do. So you've been fighting really hard. And listen, this means your whole heart was into it. You don't want to give up. You absolutely don't want to give up because you believe in the value of something. And even though right now it seems like the whole world is against you, right? It seems like all you get is no, or all you get is another issue or another problem, or all you get is more complications and more people telling you that you can't do it, or you're doing it wrong, or I need this piece of paperwork, or judging you for, like, you're standing your ground, and you have been standing your ground. And I have to say, especially for a specific group of you, you're going to be primarily impacted by that because of your relationship to the Chiron-Jupiter conjunction that's happening in the sky right now. I go into a full astrology reading over on Astrology Motivation. So go to Astrology Motivation for that really deep astrology breakdown for the week. But this is all about that. This is about, despite how hard things have been, despite how much you are struggling, despite it, you believe in something, and you have so much conviction behind it. And for anybody who has ever called a Cancerian a wimps, a bunch of wimps, a bunch of pussies, a bunch of crybabies, I don't know what Cancerian they're talking about, because as emotional as we can get, we walk and cry at the same time, and we keep moving forward. And this is when you're really showing your mettle, your tenacity. And so, drum roll please, we have some decision that you're making, which means you could be, either you're absolutely struggling with specifically Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, female, mature, somebody who has their own direction, knows their own direction, and is going in a direction that maybe, or you're going in a direction that's conflicting with them because you believe in something, right? And you know what your direction is. This could also mean that you are so certain of your direction that despite the complications, you have mapped out your pathway there, and you're going to stick to it no matter what. There's a level of conviction. You are figuring things out despite the complications. Unless you are dealing with this is actually a person, an air sign feminine, this is definitely like struggling with moving forward with the directions that you're moving forward with, but you are continuing to move forward, and you're continuing to make progress. And then we have this. So that means that you're about to be blessed. And that means that you are about to be rewarded with a whole bunch of beauty and abundance and grace from God, from the ether, from universe, whatever you want to call it. It's like given the golden opportunity, given the golden ticket, given a sense of, here's the appreciation that you deserve, right? For not giving up. Now, this could be not giving up on love. This could be deciding that no matter what, I'm going to stick to this love, this what I feel, this is what I love, this is what I care about. Now, this is looking very beautiful, but let's see how it turns out. Emotionally right now, Cancerians, especially those of you who are born in the middle of Cancer season, your natal sun is square to the Jupiter-Chiron conjunction. And so This week is going to get a little bit better for you because Jupiter will finally surpass Chiron, and it's like you're getting over that hump. You're starting to see that the suffering and the struggle and not giving up is really going to start to benefit you, and you'll start to see things turning around, maybe a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. But we have another group of Cancerians that has a big event that's coming toward the end of this week. But let's get more cards because I want to see Cancer. How does this work out? Okay, I know we're struggling. I know we're deciding. I know it's very clear what we love and what we want, but what is coming on the other side of this? So we have a Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, I think if you're dealing with a Queen of Wands, if you're dealing with a Queen of Swords, that's going to end up in love, or you're going to keep fighting for that. If you're dealing with a Queen of Wands, you're leaving somebody out in the cold, or they're leaving you out in the cold, and they're going to feel abandoned, like nothing's left, like there's nothing left to give. So this could be one of two people that you're dealing with. This could also stand as a metaphor. It's not necessarily about romantic love. For the fact that if your passions in some way, in other words, you could be so focused on winning over somebody or insisting on their love that you are skipping over your passions and leaving them discarded, and they're going to go bankrupt. So there's a sense of watch out for obsessiveness this week, because that could really lead you to some sort of downward spiral degradation of something that is actually really important to you. I think that there could also be feelings of lack of self-worth, not realizing how beautiful you are, not realizing how attractive you are, or maybe somebody has made you feel, or vice versa, you've made somebody feel not appealing or not attractive, and a sense of maybe even putting yourself out, struggle with finances, struggle with money, abandonment, somebody leaving and walking away because it got too hard or it got too difficult. But let's get some specifics, because we have two different almost options here. So you let me know in the cards below, who are you dealing with, so that you could maybe a little bit better see how this is going to turn out for you. But for Cancerians who are born toward the end of Cancer season, I'll tell you now, on Thursday of next week, you get a real hit, because because your natal sun is in direct opposition to Pluto, and the moon is going to be conjunct Pluto, and this conjunction is going to be sextile to the Mercury-Neptune Sun conjunction. So this is a sort of painful, sad moment, a very moody, impactful, like extreme situation that provides opportunity for a great deal of compassion. So I don't know what that's gonna mean to you guys, but check out the astrology. The Lovers is here. Boy, something is really going on. Oh my God. It's almost like in some ways, it's like you don't even care. This is like ride or die energy. And there it is. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it because it's sounding too good to be true and sounding too much like what you want to hear, but I felt something. And this is what came out. First you have the Lovers, right? It's like this you can't resist the love. You can't resist the love. It's like ride or die. I can't resist the love no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. And then the Devil comes out. And the Devil means obsession, and the Devil means fear, and the Devil means that you are connected to somebody in a way that is toxic. So you have this energy of, it maybe started out really good, but ultimately it seems like it's becoming more toxic as it goes. And if you're blind to this and you refuse to see what's on the outside, you're actually leading yourself to a place where there is toxicity building. Now we're going to see the outcome. I want to get the outcome, but there was also a sense of extreme love. That's, I mean, an extreme, I don't know if it's even love, but it's extreme infatuation, extreme attraction, extreme connection. I don't think that you can avoid this. I'm not sure that you can control it, but I want to see where it's leading and give you all the advice on to how to handle this energy. God, how should they handle this? We gotta pick a moon card for you guys. That's absolutely essential. How should they handle this? Can you please clarify? It's like yeah, somebody's you've decided to no matter what, do or die. But how is this going to come out? How is this going to come out? There's some sort of reflection that you're going on. So this is a very emotional period for you right now, where a lot of emotions are coming out because of how much you have sacrificed and how much you have struggled to make something work, right? So it's like you put all your eggs into one basket, and somebody's threatening to rip the basket away, or you're trying to protect that basket. So let me say this to you. It may not be that that's the reality, but it's certainly how you and emotionally you are experiencing this right now. So a really good thing, if you want this to come out really good, is get some clarity, which means anything that can help you create a sense of objectivity in your brain and get as much of your brain involved as possible. It's really, really necessary because it'll balance things out. It's like there's so much emotion and so much dedication and so much even obsession in some cases that there's clarity that you just need a break. You just need a second. And that's what came out. It's like that's what they need to help themselves out. It's just a little bit of reflection. It's just a little bit of time to yourself, by yourself, to just find calm again. Find a space of open-mindedness, open-heartedness, and lack of fear again. There's a calm that needs to happen, and maybe even a review or a reflection or some sort of reconciliation that really needs to happen. And then we have a celebration, getting together. It's like almost like in some ways we need to go through this very emotional time to let bygones be bygones. And a sense of happiness and being around people that you can be happy being around again, and bringing everybody back together, which tells me that something that's been going on in your life has also been impacting people in your life outside of the situation, but impacting maybe your friends and family too. If we're getting really, really emotional, a lot of times that spills out to other people that we love, and it's like you're involving people that you didn't mean to involve. So there's a sense of take a step back, right? So that peace can come back in, because it's almost like you're the one stirring the pot. I love y'all, but whether or not you know it, you're the one stirring the pot. So if you step back and stop stirring the pot, things will settle in by themselves. It's just that you have to have the faith to allow that to happen. Let us get a moon card. Ooh, Cancers, remember there is always an extended reading, and I hope that you will join me for that. The link is above and also down below in the description box. I'll pin it to the top of the comment section too. If you are watching on television, you will not get those links. It doesn't work that way on TV. So please have your mobile phone or laptop or desktop handy nearby so you can get those links from this video and get right to it. I don't want you to miss out on it. Okay, hold on. The moon always explains things, doesn't it? And especially for you guys who are interacting with Pluto at the end of this week, check this out. It's a time to give rather than take. So ask yourself, where am I being selfish? Where have I been selfish? It's also a sense of, it's a time to keep working, because that's Virgo energy. A sense of listen, I've got to just keep working, not to the point where I'm losing control of myself, but to the point where I realize I don't need to lose control of myself. I have to have more faith. I have to leave more room for faith so that I don't exhaust myself as I move forward. But it is time to gently keep up the process. Trim the fat off the process. Virgo energy is about work smart, not hard. If something is too hard, it's because you're pushing too hard. Don't push, but keep going. And then we have work through your fears. And that's Scorpionic energy. That's Pluto energy. This sense of all of this, it's bringing up something deep inside of you. All of this that's going on is because there's something deep inside of you that needs to be brought to the surface. And then believe in the impossible. Now we have the full moon. A sense of completion, a sense of believe when I say this will come to fruition. A sense of absolutely, those things that you've only dreamed are just about to become real, right? It could be about another month from now because we just had a full moon, but that's about your timeline. So it's like work through your fears and don't give up hope. It is definitely a time to work. It's not that God's putting you through anything or trying to send you any signs that it doesn't belong to you. It is definitely a time to keep working. No matter how emotional you get, stay focused. I feel like there's a multitude of things going on in your lives right now, and one is threatening to crush the other. So it's kind of like relieve that pressure so that the other, the one that you've committed yourself to, can keep going. Let's get a few more cards. I want some more specifics. Cancer, make this make more sense for me, God. Make this make more sense for me. Uh-oh. Okay, now you understand what it is that has been... There's clarity here this week about what has been undercutting you and what has been hurting you the most. Let's go to the extended. I'll get you those answers. I'll see you guys there.